Hi, and thanks for following the Not So Salty Kitchen. My name is Michelle, and for tonight's Mediterranean diet-friendly meal, I will be making a beef stir-fry with veggies. This is Mediterranean diet-friendly because even though I am using red meat, I will be using top sirloin. You can have red meat in moderation. The Mediterranean diet just doesn't focus heavily on red meat, but you can have it in moderation as long as it's not in your daily diet. And then this dish is also heavy veggie focused. We've got sweet onion, baby bella mushrooms, and orange bell pepper. I will also be frying everything in extra virgin olive oil, which is a healthy fat, rich in antioxidants, Mediterranean diet friendly. I'll be using garlic powder, and then I'll be topping with sesame seeds. And then I was deciding, because the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and I was comparing liquid aminos to soy sauce, but unfortunately they're both about the same amount of sodium per tablespoon. So instead of 2 tablespoons of sodium, I'm going to focus on using more flavors with the garlic, the olive oil, and I will be using some water and cutting the soy sauce in half, so I will use 1 tablespoon instead of 2. For this meal, I showed you all of my ingredients, but I didn't exactly say the quantities yet. So I sliced up 1 whole sweet onion, 1 whole orange bell pepper, and then I chopped 8 ounces of baby bella mushrooms. Those are my favorite. And then I also sliced 1 pound of top sirloin. Slice that thin because that will be fried in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. It's optional if you like to season your slices of steak with salt and pepper. I'm just going to use pepper. So I'm heating up my pan, and I'm going to place the slices of sirloin in the olive oil, and then I'm going to fry this for about 5 to 7 minutes until browned, and then I will transfer to a plate. So I just fried my sirloin. The key was to let it sit and not constantly move it. So I fried it on one side for about 4 minutes, and then the other side I did for about 2 to 3 minutes until browned. Now I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to place my veggies in here. I'm going to add in my veggies, and I'm going to fry these for about 3 to 4 minutes. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of water, and I'm also going to add garlic powder. I like to just guess. I don't really measure seasonings that often. I forgot to mention, and this is optional, you can add half a teaspoon of honey to add a little sweetness and balance the flavor with the soy sauce and garlic. My veggies are tender. Now I'm going to add in that tablespoon of soy sauce. Like I said, the recipe does call for 2 tablespoons, but it's optional. I'm on a low sodium diet, so I'm using 1, and I also use water. And I'm going to add the beef back in, and then I'm going to toss this for about 2 minutes, and then it'll be all set. So I've got my beef and veggie stir fry, Mediterranean diet friendly. I'm gonna test it out. It's perfect, and for me, it doesn't need that added salt.